Cooking show. I really like to thank you for spending your time with us, but I'm sure out of this time, this moment that you spend is actually you want to see what actually Thermomix can bring for you. Right, my name is Roslyn. Again, I'm a TM advisor, been a user for more than a year now, and I have been very happy to become an advisor and to be in the Alpha branch. Okay, right. Just for your info, okay, some of you are new here and some of you have been in our show. And if you are new, you can click one, you can type number 1. And if you're already a user and you already have a Thermomix, you can type number 2. So I am number 2, okay? Yes, okay, that's good. So come and join us and have a look at what we're doing, what else you can do, okay? Right, so every hour there are hundreds of TM cooking experience, have their demos everywhere, and one of them is us. And it's what I mean everywhere, I mean it's globally. I'm not just talking about KL or Malaysia. It's globally. So you are attending one of them. So give a clap for yourself for spending time. So maybe some of you know me already, but my life before Thermomix is just like any of you, number 1, okay? So I work from home and I drove my kids a lot. I'm a driver for my kids and I do a few little business myself. And sometimes, you know, I'm running out of idea to cook, and as you hear me, that it's actually time that I don't have, okay? I want to give the most for my kids and I don't have a lot of time to prepare things, to wash. So, you know, cooking, you need a lot of appliances, a lot of washing, and it's enough time and cost, right? So we end up tapa, which is not very healthy. It costs a lot of money, and the end of the month, you see your credit card bills is actually jumping up, even though you don't do much work in the kitchen, and also just make you realize that all the food is so yummy because there's MSG, there's preservative, there's frozen food that defrozen cook, which is not very healthy. So yeah, so we'll end up going out to have food, and we also have a bit of a food allergy in the family. So for instance, me, I'm not into too much of a meat because I have to take care of my health. So right, so it's cooking. I just can't imagine, Mom. You like the whole day in the office. When you come back, you just don't want to do another task, right? So I can tell you, that's me. Even though I'm not a full-time working in the office or at the workplace, but I can tell you it's quite drained. Okay, If you don't know how to cook, okay, so this is your answer. And you are actually saving up a lot of money buying a lot of appliances, of course, a lot of washing. Okay, let's take away with all the plastic bag you get from the shop. And we actually hurting the environment by putting more garbage into our bin, okay? So let me ask you a question. What is so important for you to cook? Okay, so you can type in the chat room and tell us that we are interactive here. And okay, so I would say money saving is so important because we have kids growing up, need a lot of saving to pay their fees and everything. And then you need to have a recipe that reliable and easy, you see. Okay, so and then healthy, of course. When it comes to Thermomix cooking, you really can tell that you use less oil and less time, and then you don't actually expose your food and let it go to the environment. What I mean is you burn your food, you burn the nutrient of your food, and that will actually bring back to money again. And if you're running out of ideas, creativity, you can actually get a lot of ideas from the 81,000. Exactly, fast and easy. That's what we want, right? And time saving, okay, less washing. Most important, less washing, right? So TM is about fast and and, 'd, and, 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 Okay, we can go to the next one. So what I mean by fast is that everything, when it comes to Thermomix, we're talking about seconds and minutes, right? We hardly talk about hours, and we hardly talk about chopping garlic 5 minutes. We never say that anymore. Now we are chopping garlic in 5 seconds, 6 seconds. We make lemonade at 2 seconds. We make calamansi in 2 seconds. We crush ice in 10 seconds. You will see later on that the units will show you how to make ice cream in the so easy. You can make your frappe coffee for 1 minute. Okay, you can start making your own chicken stock, and because of the turbo, the powerful engine we have, you are able to do things fast and really, really easy. With the design of the bowl, is well designed to help you not to shake your blender like what we did before Thermomix. And when it's come to grinding and the precision that Thermomix can give you this. That's why it's all the well-known chef is going for it, because it's very important for them to get a precision, the right test every time, because they are charging a lot for the customer. Okay, so it comes with the weighing scale. We might repeat this all the time, but that it is a luxury to have a weighing scale incorporate to the machine, because you don't have to use a lot of equipment just to do one task. Okay, so we need to talk about a bit about Thermomix. So it's actually made by the company Volvex. It's by Volvex since 1883. That's before the World War I. So this blender, they call it before, is already exists. It helps all the cooking at home. It's the original all-in-one super kitchen machine. So it is original, main, asli. So it's the first one who actually have the idea of making this. Okay, so it has been evolved, as you can see on the chart, that 1961, before my even born, is already there. I've seen the 1980 in France a few years back. So it's a friend, it's a friend's mother-in-law still using it. She bought it in 1980s and she's still using her Thermomix. I was amazed, okay? So we are in 2022 and she's still using it, as she is my live example, okay? So every 23 seconds, one Thermomix is sold. Do you know that? So it's sold worldwide. So you can see, because you realize that it's very helpful with your cooking, it's very powerful, and it's actually save a lot of space. Yeah, why not? Just go for it. Okay. So Thermomix is not just the equipment itself, but it's also have a heart. So why do I say it have a heart? So this is the heart here. So we have a heart, we grow, our mind grow. It's the same like Thermomix. You have a heart, it will update itself. So if you buy a new phone, when you want to upgrade your phone, you need to get a new phone. But with Thermomix, it will have an update now and then. We will announce that there's an update. It's actually help you to be easier. You know, it's cater to the needs of a user. So I find it so smart, because I don't have to buy a new one again and again and again, you know. So every time there's an update, you get the new thing again. So for the price that you pay, 6,988, I think it's nothing. Okay, for all the useful, the function of it. I didn't say it's nothing, but you know, compared to the function, you see that it's actually it gives you more than what you pay. Right, let me introduce you to our main character here, our main superstar here. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so we're gonna transform it into like Thermomix. Well, this is what you see. It looks like a UFO. Okay, so when you purchase your Thermomix, okay, it comes with all these things. So you don't have to think, do I have to buy new spatula? Do I have to buy this? Do I have to buy that? No, it's all included. There is new accessories that coming, but it's useful, so why not? Okay, so we have the lid here. So this is the lid. It's cover, or we call it the cover. So this varoma can fit up to 3.3 liter of capacity. So you can put the whole chicken. But before that, let me introduce you. There's actually a tray over here. So you can actually put your vegetables or anything that you would like to steam. If you're making rice, maybe you have an idea, oh, I need to steam an egg. You can put on top here. It fits, don't worry, because it's designed to be not flat. So you can actually put few eggs here, even vegetables or even another dish, okay? So that's done. You can use varoma bowl. So varoma is actually stand for viper and aroma. So you have a strong viper and it keeps your aroma. That's my definition for it, okay? So we put over here and it comes with a splash guard. So this is when you dealing with heat or you don't want splashing, use your splash guard. So splash guard, the name itself is already very clear, to guard, okay? And then we got the lid. Okay, so this is the lid. Okay, I'm actually missing one more thing. Sorry. So this is my favorite because I cook my rice here and I get my low GI rice from here, which is so good for someone who's on diet. So you can cook your rice over here, put in the water. Cheryl will show you later because she's going to make some wonderful dessert for you that you can make at home and very easy. So you can put your rice here and then you can wash your meat as well. Put your meat and wash inside. So it's very, very useful. Okay, you can steam your vegetable as well. So where do we go now? Okay, we got the lid. So you put the lid like this. It's actually come with the cover. So sometimes the recipe will ask you to have a lid and measuring cup. So this actually is a measuring cup for 50 and 100 ml. Okay, so done with this. And then we also have a butterfly whisk. So you can see here, can you see? Right, so the butterfly whisk, why does it called butterfly? You understand, it looks like a butterfly. So the speed that you can go maximum for this is 4. So how do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will not forget. So all the accessories that you put in here, all the speed is maximum 4. You don't have to think too much, okay? And we have the wonderful spatula. Why do I say wonderful? Because it has a very strong, very, very strong bone. Okay, so some spatula can bend. Okay, it can bend also, but it can really, really help you to actually, I actually hook it. I can hook my rice over here. Okay, I can hook my food, so I don't have to be, I don't burn my hand. So whenever you put your rice over here, and then you carry it. Okay, so whenever you cook your rice, one thing about this basket, when you take out your rice, it will not leave rice. When you use your rice cooker, your rice will stay at the bottom of the rice cooker. And there you go, you are wasting food. Okay, now let's continue. So we have this mixing bowl. So this is the mixing bowl. It comes with a powerful engine, which is here, and it comes with a sharp knife. Okay, so the knife have a blunt side and also the sharp side. So when you want to use your blunt side, you put reverse. And if you just want to chop your food, blend your food, or ice, you just leave it as it is. You don't have to put reverse in your hat, okay? Right, and then we have this powerful 3-knot that very familiar to you. Okay, I'm sure you see it in the poster. I'm sure you saw it everywhere. And then when you slide, so my son said, is this an iPad? Yes, it's only for mama. Okay, it will say even very, very nice. Every time when I switch on my machine, it will say, hello, Rosalie. Okay, so sometimes your husband forgot to say hello to you, but don't worry, Thermomix is there to say hello to you. And then we have all the mode. So Cheryl will actually explain to you the mode here. And then, okay, and I will explain to you about cookie dough later on. Okay, so but before that, we need to cook, because I think I've done enough cooking for now. I need to cook now. Okay, but before we go further through, just let me let you know that Thermomix motor is really, really powerful. It's almost like buying a aeroplane engine, you know. Okay, that's good. So we have favorite of every part of the Thermomix. I'm actually like most of it. Okay, so the engine is the most powerful one. Why do I say that? So it can go from, okay, in 1 minute, it can go 40 rotation per minute, and it's up to 10,700 rotation per minute, RPM. So just one rotation, it takes maybe how many seconds, right? In 1 minute, it can make 10,700 rotation. That's really fast and really powerful. So because it's made in Germany, as you can see, and also it's designed in France, so you will see that this combination is actually quite good for this Thermomix, and I quite like it. Okay, now let's start cooking. Okay, so maybe I tell you too much about, and you can see it's all plastic and everything, but it's actually FDA proof, and also because this material is made, it's BPA free. Okay, so it's like your milk bottle for your children, so you don't have to worry about chemical going to your food. So these are all designed for Thermomix. Right now, let me tell you what I'm going to make today. Actually, I'm going to make 2 dishes, but I'm going to pass through to my my lovely ladies that are going to take over later, Eunice and Cheryl. So I'm going to make flatbread. So this flatbread is actually very, 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 very practical when you don't have bread at home and you have guests, or maybe your kids want to eat bread and you don't have bread at home. So this is very easy to make. This recipe is come from Cookie Do. So when you purchase, you get a lot of recipes. So it comes, that's why I said it's really worth it to get, because to buy a recipe books with 81,000 recipe, it will cost you a fortune, okay? And here you go, it comes with it. Now, I am going to go to my cookie book. I already saved before I start the show. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick flatbread. So this flatbread, usually very easy to make. It doesn't need time to proof. And let's get going, okay? So I'm going to start cooking this. Right, so it needs 350 grams of strong flour. So I got my strong flour. It's actually the bread flour you can get from the baking shop or even from the supermarket. You will see they call it bread flour. Look, because the scale is inside, you can just weigh straight away from your plastic bag, from the packaging, or from your container. So I pre-measure everything, of course, because I want to make sure that the show go on. 250 grams of plain yogurt, I pre-measure as well. So this yogurt, I actually make it myself in the Thermomix last night. And there you go. So I don't have to buy yogurt. Okay. So, because the yogurt is super expensive at the moment, so I am going to just make my own yogurt. That's what I promise. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So if you don't have a teaspoon, you're lazy to wash your teaspoon, just go to your scale. There's a 3 dots here. There's a scale. So just let you know, 5 grams is actually 1 teaspoon. So just put everything in. And then we go back. What do we do next? Say fine sea salt. So 1 teaspoon as well. Go to your scale and put your 5 grams of salt on everything. And then next is say half a teaspoon of sugar. So I've pre-measured this. Okay, just put everything. Okay, what do I have to do next? So it said put on your lid and your measuring cup just to avoid mess. And next, so 15 seconds, everything is set. So you can tidy up. Okay, next, we wait until it open. Okay, so you just have to scrub them off here. It smells so good, yogurt and flour, what a combination. And then it's neat, so you don't have to knead here. So the Thermomix will do all the job for you. Now we are going to knead for 1 minute. So while it's kneading, you prepare your surface. I'm gonna get some flour, which I forgot. So you have time to prepare your table. So instead of kneading, you can prepare your table, clean up your table, put some flour here. Can you see my table? Let me push this a bit. Okay. Wiring going on. Some more flour. So we are preparing a flour surface. Okay, it's done. So, is it difficult so far? Can you follow? It's so easy, right? So what you do is actually just turn it over. Just make a bit of this and it just come out so clean. Okay, so you can actually pre-wash this because there's a pre-wash function. While you're doing this, you can do the pre-wash, but I'm going to do it later, but I'm just going to show you that we're going to do the flatbread now. So just another scenario for you that our guest is coming, the kids is hungry. Let's do this quickly. So you divide this into 8. So if you don't know what to do, because I knew I make this many times, so you can just look at there's a guide here. There's even video for you to see how to roll dough, because not many of us used to making all this Western food, I will call it. So there's even video. You don't have to go YouTube to check what to do next. So divide into 8. So I got my 8 here. It looks like a mess. So make into ball. So I think it's too much flour for me. Okay. Okay, first of all, I need to heat up my pans. The small flour, I will show you later. Because it's so fast that you have to get ready. Okay, now, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, are you following me? Okay, very easy. Just roll your dough. So you might think it's a bit hard. It's actually no, because you want to flatten them. So if you can make the bigger, the better. The thinner, the better. I'm going to do like this. So you're going to make this and straight away put it on your pan. So I'm going to make the first one, and then I will continue later when my other advisor is talking. I will continue later. So we have this whole lot. I just put it on top of the pans. While that happens, you do the second one. Okay.
Oh, Rosalind, you don't need to proof the dough first?
Oh, this is so fast. If you time me, it's less than 10 minutes, I can produce this bread. So you can eat with your hummus, you can eat with your curry, anything that you want to eat with. You can even eat with, my son will eat with Nutella. So it's a flatbread, quick flatbread. The yogurt actually helps it to to grow. Okay, I'm just going to flip this. I might move you to see what's happening here. Just give me a second. Okay, let's see the rest of the kitchen here. So I got my flatbread here. Maybe the fire is not big enough. So you have to cook half, okay? 1 minute each side. So I got my thermal server ready here because I want it warm when my kids come back from football, so for lunch. So this is our lunch today. Okay, we'll flip. Well, it's not ready yet. I'm a bit rushing. So tell me, is it easy or difficult? Okay. It works so fast. So it's still 2 minutes, you will get your flatbread. Just gonna show you one and I'm going to continue, yeah. So you can see it's really beautifully made and you don't have to buy the store-bought one anymore. You can make this less than 10 minutes. You produce something really nice. So if you press them, it will just pop up and you can actually put some filling, maybe some tuna, tuna and salad inside. So this is very ideal. And so fast I can produce this, so why not? Now I'm just going to put into my thermal server so that it keeps warm. Okay, and I'm going to continue putting the second one. So actually, you don't have to be standing on the fire. You can actually roll your dough when you're here. Right, so enough with that. Okay, let me continue. Right, so as you can see, I'm using cookie dough. And now everyone can bake, mix, and wait, and knead. Wait, mix, knead. Okay, that's the keywords. And it's all in one. So you can make your own mantau. If you ever been to another home demo or whatever, we do mantau. We do focaccia. You do banana bread when you have extra banana at home. You can even make some Brazilian cheese puff, which is favorite. I will tell you, it will be a hit for the kids for birthday party or anything. Now, if you think that, okay, I need to make pasta, we're running out of pasta, you can do that, okay? It's not impossible. Recipe is in cookie dough, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Most important, you have the ingredient, okay? Even if you don't have all the ingredient, you can just go into cookie dough and check what you can do with that ingredient by using the filter. So if you like to make your own fish ball or your own bread and even your egg tart, go for it. You can, all the recipe is here, so you can actually access them. And also with the Thermomix community, you can actually get a lot of recipe from them, and there are a lot of generous advisor and also users share their recipe, and you can always do that. Because you don't need to think about, I don't have weighing scale, I don't have this. It's actually all in one. So it's 24 equipment in one. Okay, so why not, right? Now, let's go to cookie dough. So cookie dough is actually the world's largest guided cooking library. Okay, I think we have to go to the next slide, Junice. Yeah, so when you purchase, you get 1 month first trial. After that, the company was so generous, they give you 6 months free. Right, who gives you free? Okay, so you actually you can do your personal and you can actually make a selection for, you can make a folder for all your favorite food. You see all the, maybe you put under party, under dinner, dessert, every day. Okay, this one Papa's favorite, Titi favorite. You know, I did that actually. I did that because it's easy for me, you know, in the day when you want to bribe someone, you go for that folder. Okay, so then, as I mentioned earlier, there's a video that will actually help you to do things, to teach you, to guide you how to deal with the action, you know. Sometimes we don't know, fall into two, fall into this, you know. When you have a video, it's much, much better. So you don't have to turn on your phone and go to YouTube, as I mentioned before. You can just actually get it from here. Not all recipe have it, but most of the recipe that need guide, they provide the video. Okay, so as I say, customizable recipe. So if you have your mother recipe, your own recipe, you can actually key in, you can access from the computer, and then you can actually put in your recipe, and you can even take a picture. So next time when you want to cook, or maybe you want to pass on to your daughter, you can always do that. Right. Now, other than that, you can also do a shopping list. So if your husband, you know, need a lot of guides for shopping, so this is good because sometimes they don't know our writing, so it will become an issue. So you can actually have a shopping list, okay? It's actually save a lot of money, because why? If you already have all the ingredient, some of the ingredient at home, you don't have to buy again. So when you have a shopping list, it's there. It's like a Google Place, a guide for you not to double buy things. So, you know, we tend to buy a lot of ingredient and we didn't use it. So that's a lot of wastage, right? So you can have a shopping list so you wouldn't have buying double thing or triple or maybe more. Okay, so you can basically plan your weekly menu. So I have many user. I know many user like to plan what they cook in a week or in a month or in the party, because why? You know, that we want to be a bit organized, because then we will not miss out things. We want to do this. We, you know, especially with special diet, we need to plan so we will not repeating our menu. So I'm sure you've been there when your kids tell you we're eating this again, you know. So we try to have a weekly plan. And then for those who like, you know, your dietary, very important for you, there is a lot of articles that you can find in Cookidoo. So it's not about just recipe, guided cooking, but it's also some useful articles to let you know that, oh, actually eating carrot can avoid mosquito. So that was one of the example, which is, I think it's really, really good to have articles in the Cookidoo instead of going to search again. So because it is a world largest guided cooking library, and it's also a lot of recipe that you find here is actually fail proof. So I am cooking fish later on. Okay, it was I would never thought, you know, like cooking fish in here, don't you think it's going to, you know, ruin the fish, you know, the whole fish will hanchur or everything? But it's no. Okay, so I only follow the Cookidoo because it's fail proof, and I did it before and it works. So I'm sure for if you follow the instruction, okay, you will get the same result. Oh, very simple. Children also can do it actually. Okay. Now we are going to have our Eunice to show us what you're going to cook. Are you ready, Eunice?
Yes, hold on, yeah. Let me spotlight myself.
That's not very enthusiastic.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to take your time on a Saturday morning, right? So yeah, I just a little introduction of myself. I've been a user and also advisor for already 3 years now. And yeah, it still amazes me so much what the Thermomix can do, right? And I'm loving it till now, right? So yeah, it was so easy, like how I saw Rosalind did her flatbread. It was really quick, and the best thing, it didn't need proofing. So it's like cutting the time so short. So if it's really an amazing, a quick meal idea, right, for everyone. So yeah, without further ado, let me start with my ice cream recipe. So of course, in cookie dough, like Rosalind mentioned earlier, there's so many ice cream recipes in cookie dough itself. So to me, it's quite flexible. We can still be flexible, although we are following cookie dough recipes, right? Although it's guided cooking, we still can, you know, add on our own ingredients or omit ingredients that we do not have at home, right? So what I like to do, it's really simple. Okay, I just peel and cut my bananas this way. I keep it frozen, I freeze it flat so it will not come into a big chunk, right? We wouldn't want, of course, the Thermomix mixing knife is powerful, but we do not want to, you know, overload it or overwork it. So we can maintain it, and you know, it can last us like a really long time. Like Rosalie mentioned, she had a friend, right? Her mother-in-law is still using the 40-year-old Thermomix, right? Right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put and yeah, you can only, if serving kids, perhaps, I mean the younger baby like 6 months and above, okay, you do not want to serve him any chocolate yet, so banana is good enough. Or perhaps you can add some berries, like frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries. Yeah, you just, you know, do the same way like me. Okay, but now I feel like having some chocolate taste to it, so I'll add some cocoa powder. Okay, I'm using Van Houten. So you can, like what I mentioned earlier, you can always be flexible, right? I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoon here, right? So it depends. Banana itself is already sweet. I'm using a very ripe banana here, so it's naturally sweet already. So if you like it sweeter, perhaps you can add some maple syrup or honey, right? Just some ideas, right? If you are a coffee lover, perhaps you can add a teaspoon of coffee, right? Instant coffee powder. Yeah, then it will turn into mocha ice cream, right? But for me, I'm not a coffee lover, so I'll just go with this. Right, that's it. Right, I'm going to close the lid. So there's only 3 dowels, right? Like Rosalie mentioned earlier, it's the first dowel, it's the time, right? I'm going to just do it. I'm going to turn to 15 seconds. So I'm not going to use any temperature. The second dowel is the temperature. And the third dowel is the speed. So I'm going to turn it to speed 8. What it was doing for us is just chopping up the bananas because it's very frozen. Right, let me show you. Right, it looks like this now. Okay. So it's not done yet, of course. I'm gonna scrape it first. It smells so good already. Right. Do it for another 1 minute. It depends how much frozen fruits you put in, so I'll check along the way. So yeah, right, I'll put this here and I'll turn to speed 4. And gradually increase the speed to 6. So Yes, our ice cream is done. Let me show you. Get that. So nice. Yeah. That's right. Let me try. It's really, you see, look at the consistency. It's really nice. It's creamy, right? So good. Oh yeah. If you like it sweeter, like what I mentioned, you can add sweetener like honey and maple syrup, perhaps, or even sugar, right? If you want. But to me, it's a healthy ice cream. So yeah, probably the only ice cream you would like to chase your kids to eat. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna keep in the thermoserver, right? Rosalind did, because this thermoserver is also, you can keep the food warm, also you can keep the food cold. So now I'm gonna keep my ice cream cold, right? I'm gonna serve the my family later, so I'm gonna keep in here into the freezer, right? And I'll show you pictures later. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna pass back to Rosalie. Yeah.
Hi, Eunice. Oh, that's great. Can I come up? It's super hot in my kitchen. So as you can see, my kitchen is so small. That's why Thermomix is my answer, see? So I am actually still frying the bread. So just show you. So this is, I flattened them while Eunice is explaining, and I'm cooking it at the moment. I'm going to switch off the fire. Okay, right. So if you have a small kitchen like me, or even you have a big kitchen, okay, Thermomix is actually stand there at the corner or maybe in the center of your kitchen. It's a very, very exclusive equipment that you can display in your house. If you agree with me, say yes. Okay. So, yeah. So you actually skip yourself from buying sous vide machine, hand mixer. I don't know. I'm sure you have few brand of blender in your kitchen. It's not on top of the kitchen, probably. It probably in the cabinet somewhere in the dark room. So I can tell you, I do have my old blender that has been in the dark room. I sound very bad to make them stay in the dark room, but I don't need them. Okay, so if you're newlywed, you just move into your house, or maybe you have a housewarming. So this is a perfect gift. Okay, we call it before you start. So before you start the journey as a wife or as a woman, or if you are single even, it's one thing that you would like to have, and you don't have to have all these things. You can see from the screen. Okay, half of that thing is the price of a Thermomix, or maybe even quarter of it is the price of a Thermomix. And what happened to it? Okay, ask yourself what happened to them. Okay, so are they really useful? Why are they in the dark room? Okay, so I have answer for you, because it's so hassle to take it up and down and dry and keep them and wash. Okay, so you have one Thermomix or maybe two Thermomix that always stay on the counter and always there for you. You see, even I'm talking to you, it was asking me questions. So so it's always there for you. So some people will call it the bibig German, and it's a very quiet and it didn't complain. So you just do the work that you ask. So as you can see all this, you also have a rice cooker. This is also a rice cooker. This is also a kettle. It's a bread maker, of course. We blend, we steam, we make soup, and even better, we boil. After that, we blend. So we don't have to cool down. We actually save a lot of time, a lot of washing. Okay, I made my yogurt. Okay, so for one type of yogurt, it will cost me 30 ringgit. And now I make my own yogurt. I know it's healthy. I know there's nothing else but milk and the starter. Okay, and also it's if you want to make whipped cream, you want to make cake, for example, bread, cake, everything. Thermomix is all you need, right? So if you agree with me, say yes. Okay, so without further ado, okay, so I am going to show you how to cook fish. Okay, so to cook fish, you don't have to fry. And now I'm going to teach you how to do it healthily with Thermomix. Okay, so I have, of course, I didn't make magic. I make magic now. So usually when I have a show, I will never measure, but today I have to measure because then it will be faster. Okay, so I am going to do this fish dish, which I mentioned earlier. It's in cookie dough, and then you don't have to think too much, because we have millions of things in our head. So this is actually quite helpful for people like me and you who always very busy. Okay, I need to close my door so that I will have more time with you. Okay, so I am going to search for stir-fried whole fish. So you can also do a chunky fish. I tried before at Words. It's cooked nicely, but I'm going to do the fried fish. So fried whole fish. So this, you can use a red snapper. So there's a certain size that you have to get. You get around 8-inch fish, 2 8-inch fish, or even only one is fine. So you do half of the recipe. Or I tried 25 centimeters, which is around 9-inch, and quite a big fish, and it works as well. So yeah, I'll just follow the recipe now because I want to show you how to do it. Okay, let's start cooking. Look, today I went to the sea and I managed to catch, this is catch of the day. We pep dry. I am going to try, I tried snapper last night and I'm going to try different fish today. So, not last night. So I'm just going to pep dry them. The reason why you don't want to have too much liquid in your cooking, because the fish have a lot of blood sometimes. Huh? So, of course, this is about the size. So this is around 21 centimeter. Okay, it's a healthy fish. I actually cut them, clean them up, including the belly. Okay, we're going to marinate this, a very simple marinade, no need to be long. So we just need some salt. Okay, just put some salt. We need 2 tablespoons of salt because there are 2 fish, 2 tablespoons. So put all over them. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me know if you cannot see. Sometimes, okay. Right, put more salt. Very easy. So actually, this is a very ideal way to take away, to actually season the fish and also to take away the smell, the fishy smell. So I have some wine over here. So I'm not using rice wine because I don't have one. You can always use mirin. Okay, so our Muslim friend, you probably can put cider vinegar. I don't know. Yeah, some vinegar, but not too, if it's too sour, you can add on a bit of water, but make sure they are like 30 ml, 30 gram. So just pour all over the fish. So most important is inside the belly because the smell. Okay. So this you can do in advance, but I don't think you have a lot of advance time when you're a busy mom, but this works as well. Just leave it over here. You can rub it if you want, but they're fine, okay? All right, so not much touching, but let's set it aside. Just remind me where I put my fish later on. Okay, next. So set aside the marinade and place the bowl in the lid, and then you measure all this. So what we will do, what I will do normally. So this is a tips for you. If you want to measure your food. So I'm just going to get something. So you have a little bowl like this, and you put your whatever plates you want to use. This is to pre-measure. Okay. Or you can just add all the ingredient and then pour it on top. That's also fine. You want to do like me, it's also fine. Okay. So because later on we will just pour on the fish and I'll show you, and you don't have time to measure anymore, but which I think is okay. because all the weighing you can weigh it in the Thermomix, so you don't have to worry about getting more plates as well. Okay, or mistake or whatever. So it's all here. I got my light soya sauce, 15 gram. I got my 10 dark soya sauce. I got wine again, mirin. I use mirin. And then some sugar. It's all pre-measured, and it says set aside. Okay, right. Now we're gonna start cooking. So, okay, now you can measure your oil. We just need 25 grams of roasted sesame oil. Okay, so because we're cooking Chinese dish, we must use sesame oil. That's its fragrance to the fish. Okay, next we need to get some fresh ginger. So you can slice your ginger, or you want to chop like this, it's fine. And if you're lazy, there was a point that I was very lazy, I just chop it inside. But I like it this way so that, you know, you can get a bit of a decoration. Okay, so my suggestion is you put around the ball. Okay, so they will be fried evenly. Okay, just close it. Okay, measuring cup as well. Next, what do? I will saute this for 3 minutes, 120 degrees, and with a spoon. It's reversed, so I don't chop my ginger again. Right. So while we are waiting for it to saute, okay, so what do we do next? So I can go and watch my TV a bit. I can reply my text, okay? So, but I am here to explain to you that actually that perfect temperature bring out the best of your cooking. Okay, so what is the best? Is actually it didn't burn. Okay, the food will not burn, and also it cook perfectly, and the nutrient, the most important when it comes to cooking is not just the taste, but the nutrient. So you don't want to buy an organic food or maybe a fresh fish, fresh vegetables, and you burn it when you cook. So if you're cooking your garlic, especially garlic, you have to be on the stove and then start stirring and cooking, right? You don't want that to happen, okay? You don't want it burnt. So Thermomix is the answer. 120 degrees, you can just saute without burning your garlic. You can do high temperature. You can do your samhyong. So you know, we always say Thermomix doesn't have a wok, okay? Cooking, okay? You can also do some offset, like something that caramelize, so the auto set. You can do caramelized sugar, you can do caramel, you can do high temperature, your bawang, everything you can cook. You can also cook your rice, varoma, you can also do your dodol. So everything of this is not only temperature, but it's also how you stir them. So you don't have to worry about stirring them, okay? So Thermomix is all what you ever need. So it's perfect temperature for everything. You can control the temperature. So this setting over here, it will allow you to get the precise temperature of proving your list at 37 degrees, melting your chocolate at 50 to 60 degrees. You don't have to do bain-marie anymore. You can heat up your sauce. You can make a sauce as a perfect temperature. You don't have to, you know, burn and stuck at the bottom. You can make your kaya. For those who like kaya, you can make your kaya, stop stirring and cook perfectly at 98 degrees. So I can tell you 98 degrees is very precise. Okay, you can saute like what I'm doing now. And then you can do browning, caramelize, as I mentioned, and also you can steam your fish. But now we are stir frying. Now let's move on. Ooh, it smells so good. It's really sizzling there. Okay, so I am going to put our butterfly. Look at this is butterfly. So we are going to put at the highest and the blunt side of the machine, yeah? The blunt side of the knife. So here comes our main character is the fish. So if you don't know how to put the fish, no one is guiding you. It's actually in the cookie dough. That's how I discovered that too. Arrange both fish around sides of the mixing bowl. Make sure it's facing the belly. So this is the belly of the fish, is facing you. And then the fish have to be on top of the blade. Okay, so I'm going to put like this. So make sure they're facing you, the belly, and also the blade. Okay, so I'm going to do like the other way around, so everyone get the chance to be inside. Okay, here we go. They're all properly placed there. Okay, now what do I do next? And then it says put everything in. So I pour in. So first I pour in my wine. Just pour in my wine. Pour in the light soya sauce. So easy, right? And then I put in my black soya sauce, right? And then I put in my sugar all around. Just make sure they're scattered everywhere so everyone will get the flavor of it. Okay. And what do I do next? I just close it. And we are going to cook this for 7 minutes. So let's see. If it didn't cook at 7, just add another 2 minutes. It's fine, okay? Okay, so I don't know why I'm doing so. Everything is set for you. Okay. Now, so the fish looks like struggling inside, but actually they are fine, okay? Now I'm going to pass on to Cheryl. She's ready to show you the next dish. Are you ready, Cheryl?
Yes, I am ready.
Let you know. Okay.
I am ready. Let me just set the.
Rosalie.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for taking your time to join us on this morning cooking show on this Saturday. And I really appreciate that you have let us have your time to know more about Thermomix. So now it's my turn. Without further ado, I have already actually prepared some steamed glutinous rice here in the natural flour, blue bunga telang that I have done. But I'm going to show you how we're going to make this, okay? So this is a very, very easy recipe. So recently I've been to Bangkok with my Lola. She's here today, and also some my sisters in Bangkok. So I've seen a lot of dessert, and I always wanted to make this dessert. And today I really am very glad that I have this opportunity to share with everyone. So I have this glutinous rice here, which I already pre-washed and soaked in the blue flower pea flour. These are the flour that I went to pluck around my neighborhood with my son yesterday night. So it's easy. So what I did was I washed the glutinous rice, and then I gather around 30 pieces of bunga telang soaked in hot water. Of course, the water needs to be cooled down first before you soak your glutinous rice. So what I did is, this is 200 grams, right? Just enough to cover with the blue flower pea blue color water. So this is what it looks like after one night soaking, right? So I'm going to show you how we are going to use the steaming function with our Thermomix to steam this beautiful colored glutinous rice. So I have with me here some santan that the brand I use is Kara. You can use any other brand that you like. And I have put in some salt as well. Yeah, I put in some salt as well. Because if you just steam glutinous rice without a little bit of salt or sugar inside, it will taste a bit bland. So I added and mixed well with the salt in it. So what I'm going to do is, of course, this is a smaller batch, but I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons, roughly 2 tablespoons of coconut milk here. I'm going to set this on Varoma. Varoma is the function where you use to steam your fish, your chicken, or your glutinous rice, or whatever you want to steam. So Varoma mode is actually to release more steam while you steam your food. Okay, so I'm going to mix this well. Yeah, mix this well. Very simple. I'm going to put it at 1.5 speed, right? And then here, I just pour all the glutinous rice on top of the Varoma tray. Rosalind did share with you what's the Varoma tray, right? You can actually fit in a whole chicken. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. Okay, this is how, of course, it's in a bigger batch, but I'm going to just show you because I have already pre-steamed some. So what I do is cover back the lid here and let it steam for 12 minutes. Okay, I'll let it steam for 12 minutes. So after 12 minutes, this is how it looks like. Very, very beautiful, fluffed out glutinous rice. Yeah, very, very. So while I am going to let this to cool down at the side, I'm going to share with you. Of course, there's more sharing, right? While it's steaming, I'm going to share with you because my part is steaming. Oh, okay, I don't need that. So you see, Thermomix allows you to cook 4 layers. To cook 4 layers of cooking, so that you save time and you have a healthy meal, and at the same time you have 4 dishes as well. All right, our most famous one is the chicken rice, where you can steam your chicken. Where you can steam your chicken on the top layer, and then the bottom layer you can steam your egg, and then there's a simmering basket. You can also steam your rice, and in the same time, the most magical part is you can cook your soup, your ABC soup, or any soup that you like, in the lower mixing bowl. So it's 4-layer cooking, so it's easy, delicious, healthy, and fast. For me, because I work full time, when I come back from work, I would like to whip up something fast, something healthy for my kids, because my boy, Oliver, he is very fussy. So what I do is, of course, it's always required. Chicken rice is one of the dish that we always look forward to making because it's so easy, right? And besides that, one of my favorite functions is also steaming. Some of you may know that Chinese like to make glutinous rice, 三炒老米饭, where you traditionally is cook over the stove, where you have to soak your glutinous rice overnight, and then while you are cooking it over the stove, you have to put in some liquid chicken stock, and then you have to stir it again. That's why it's called 三炒老米饭. But with this, I can make with the Varoma tray with the steaming function as well. So what I do is usually I just pour in. You see how much steam coming out is actually steaming the glutinous rice down. Usually I just put in. This is actually you can rotate. So it's very easy for me when I want to do, I want to mix the glutinous rice. I'll just go around with this, right? Okay, so while it's steaming, right? Is there any question that anyone wants to know or want to ask? I'll be glad to answer. And besides that, we also, not only the 4 layer, but we have the 2 layer, 3 layer, and of course the 4 layer. 2 layer, which is also one of my favorite, is where you can steam your mantou, and your pumpkin soup in the mixing bowl. For you who have been to our demo before, I have always have this very curious comment like, wow, this pumpkin soup only has pumpkin soup because of course the cashew nuts supplements the meat. So you have the creamy texture, no cream required. You have creamy texture of pumpkin soup. At the same time, it steams your bun for you. Right? We have the 2 layer as well. If you have been to one of my our demo, I have also shared the nasi kuning before. One of my favorites, so easy to make. If you guys decided to get one today, you know, join us for our cooking show. I promise you I'll be sharing more, right? So the turmeric rice, you can cook it here. At the same time, in the basket, you can put your eggs and cook your rendang down there. So recently, during the Raya gathering, I did cook turmeric rice. I brought to office, and everyone was amazed how the texture is, because it doesn't clump up your glutinous rice. So once it's cooked, it's still grain, like one grain. It's not broken up. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. One of the functions that we have out of the 20 over functions that we have. This is really an awesome one. Yeah. So Rosalind, how is your fish swimming in the mixing bowl? Okay. Besides that, we have also other modes. Like as you can see on the screen now, we have the fermentation mode. You can make your yogurt, like Rosalind shared just now. She made her own fresh yogurt with our fermentation mode, which you can find here. And then you have a slow cook mode, which enable you to slow cook your meat. If you like a pulled pork or pulled beef burger, it's really absolutely good mode that you want to try with it, because it can slow cook for you. And
I have a viewer asking me, how do the fish cook? So shall I show before my fish is
yes, absolutely, Rosalind.
interrupt you?
Please.
Yes, please. Hold on.
I would also like to see how it's been done. I've not cooked the fish before. Wow, amazing.
They're inside. Oh, it's like they're in the aquarium, but they're inside cooking now. Few more seconds, it will be ready. We're going to take it out. I know everyone is asking me all this, right? How do they cook? It's actually peacefully cooking inside.
Yeah. You see, like while we are cooking, like Rosalind, I and Eunice is cooking, right? We don't need to fret or running around looking at the fire at the stove. We are actually at the comfort of our own kitchen. Yeah, I'm actually sit down.
My butterfly.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to pour it here.
Wow, look at that.
Light going on. Okay. So we got fish. Let's arrange them nicely here. Okay. Let's take mine. So they are inside. So that's why I think you really have to get a size that because they're all inside here. Look at this fish. Okay. So there's no splashing of oil on my kitchen. It's all in here. Okay. So okay, I make some mess because I was doing too fast. But anyway, it was a mess by me, not by Thermomix. So look, the fish, it's done. So what do? You just garnish them, of course, with your bawang, whatever, nicely. So actually cook nicely. The flesh is really cooked nicely. It's actually steaming with all the wine and all the oil. Okay, so now we're gonna have a feast today after this. So you are in your mode. I can over Cheryl if you don't mind.
Yes. Rosalind, we are going to meet up after this, right? You have savory and I have dessert and Eunice have ice cream.
Yeah.
So after this, yeah?
Yeah. So,
right. Yes,
yeah.
Rosalind.
So shall I continue with the mode? Then we
Yes,
finish
please.
before everyone is trying to cook later on. So there's a lot of mode that I showed you earlier on the screen that what Thermomix can do other than cookie dough. You know, we're all talking about cookie dough, but there's actually so many things that you can do. So when you turn your Thermomix on the screen, you can see scale, door, turbo, pre-cleaning, which is my favorite one is the pre-cleaning. And blend, you can even boil your eggs, okay? So you can get the consistencies that you want. So if you boil your egg, if you want to have just the yellow egg is still runny, you can do it in Thermomix without overboil them. It's also function as a kettle, and you can make your bubur as well. You don't have to stand there and taking care of fire, we call it, okay? You can actually, I make my kids a lot of this arroz con leche, I mean rice with milk. Actually, rice and milk is not easy to cook because you have to stand there 45 minutes, keep stirring so that you won't have a burn at the bottom of your wok, your pans. So another famous thing we have in Thermomix is actually sous vide mode. Sous vide is actually cooking in the vacuum. So you put in the plastic and vacuum them. It's very easy. Put a pot of water and put your Ziploc bag. Of course, you go for the Ziploc that BPA free, that can stand the heat. Okay, and you put inside the water and vacuum them. After that, you do a sous vide. So this you have to do this ahead of time, up to 12 hours. So it will cook they will use temperature from 40 to 85 degrees. So if you go to a well-known restaurant, you get to try this steak that they make. It's so good. Okay, you can admit yourself that you also get the expensive meat from the store, from the butcher, but why you didn't get the same texture? This is because they're using sous vide method. So we have in Thermomix, to get a one sous vide machine, it costs you a fortune and you will hardly use them. So if it's already incorporated in Thermomix, why not? So after the process of sous vide finish, they will take the beef or vegetable or fish and share them on the pans. And that's how you get the restaurant quality, okay? So these are part of the mode. You can warm up your food, you can thicken your sauce. So if you are making lemon curd, it's perfect because you just dump in the ingredient inside and then you can just let Thermomix do the work for you. And you don't have to worry about not curding or under curding, okay? It's also served as a rice cooker, okay? So rice cooker, okay, you can, you don't have to have another rice cooker because you can always cook it whether steam or rice cooker. So if it serves as a rice cooker as well, you can do fermentation, which I did it yesterday to make my yogurt. Okay, you can also do your tempeh. You can also do tapai. So your sourdough as well. If you want to have a fast process, you can do with the fermentation. You can do slow cook, and also you can do peeling. Okay, so maybe Eunice, you can focus the camera on me. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you this is a peeler that you can get from us. So it's very useful. This also serves as a blade cover. So blade cover is when you don't want to chop your bone, don't want to chop your food, you just put this at the bottom, and then it serves as a blade cover. Of course, the name is blade cover. And now, because it comes with all this dot thing, if you can see here, this actually help you to peel your potato, root vegetables. Okay, so you can actually stop peeling your vegetables, ginger, lengkuas, and all this by using your peeler and a blade cover. Right, let's move on. So what is the first dish that you will cook after this? Are you going to make fish like me? Okay, so don't think too much. Get your Thermomix today, because tomorrow is the last day for you to go if you want to have the third option payment plate. It's only 6,988, as I mentioned. Whatever you have in the house now, try to calculate them. It costs them more than 6,988, and it have less function than the Thermomix. Right, today, bring back home your Thermomix. Just tell your advisor that invite you today, or tell the good news to your friend. Sharing is caring. I tell you, if many years ago someone shared me about Thermomix, I will be a user for a very long time by now, because no one is sharing. Only Lindsay sharing this, you know. So when Lindsay approached me, I said, okay, right? Why nobody approached me before? Because this is what I need. You never know. This is what somebody needs in their life. And she actually helped me, my life to be better now. So you can own this before Monday at 9 ringgit per day. So you can go for installment 6 months, 12, 18, and 24 when you have a credit card with HSBC, Public Bank, CIMB, and Maybank. But if you don't have, it's fine. You can go for debit card and credit card. You can mix them. That's what I said, the third option. So bring back your Thermomix today. It comes with 1 month free trial cookie dough and 6 month free subscription, over 81 recipe. So as you can see, we also have Alpha VIP cooking. We have this, and it's free cooking lesson for you. If you go out, you have to pay more, and you have to go out because we're not comfortable with COVID yet, even though we're endemic. And we have this cooking, VIP cooking class that now and then you will get invitation. I'm sure you get the invitation, or you hear the invitation. You can join and we will have fun together. You know, after work, you would like to have a bit of joy in your life. That also achievement to say that I can make scone now. You know, it's a little achievement for yourself. Okay, so when you get your Thermomix, you don't have to pay for delivery because it's free delivery worldwide. Okay, and it comes with a guided book, and also it comes with a recipe in this book. So this book here is the Bible of all Thermomix things. So everything is in here. If you go to the back, there's a lot of tips for you guys that is already a user. Don't forget to go to the back. This is not just glossary. I can't pronounce it properly, but there's a lot of question that you asking. A lot of answer is here. Okay, so online recipe community, we have that. So there's a lot of advisor, and also user is very, 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 very happy to actually let you have their recipe. Okay, so free unboxing service. Who don't want that? Someone come to your house and tell you, help you to install your Thermomix and cook the first dish with you if you like to. And you always get your personal advisor support. And as you know that some of you here, you still keep in touch with your advisor because you always get support from them. They always send tips for you, even though you are like, they go, they come again, it's her again, she's sending thing again. But that is a personal advisor support that we give to you. And it's all these tips and also information that you should know as a user. Okay, we have a service center in Kota Damansara. That's where when things go wrong or things you're curious what's happening, you can always call the service center, and there'll be helpful ladies, men and gentlemen and ladies will help you to answer your question. We also pick up the machine from you and figure it out. So that's the service center and manufacturing warranty that we have. So Thermomix come with 2 years warranty. Okay, so why I am asking you to get your Thermomix? Because it's all you ever need from breakfast to dinner. You can make your breakfast, smoothies, pancake, your bread, your stir fry, your kueh, for your party, for your wedding, for your potluck party. All you can do it in Thermomix. When you don't have time, or you have time, or you need ideas, it's all in Thermomix. So to have Thermomix is not just about to have a Thermomix and but it's also bring family time, eating together, and mother can cook. Working mother like Cheryl, me, and everyone here, I'm sure we are busy ladies. We have a million things in our head, and it will help you. It will definitely ease the burden you have in the kitchen. So this is coming from my heart. I have a lot of burden kitchen, and Thermomix have solved that a lot. And as a mom, we need to cultivate this good cooking, eating habit with our kids. We don't want them to eat tapao, make too much fast food, which is not good for them, for their growth. It's not good. And we want to have a beautiful kitchen as well, to have a Thermomix in the kitchen. And your friends come to your kitchen and say, oh, you have a Thermomix? It's really, really nice to have that. Yes, she must be thinking, she really know how to save space, or I would like to have one too. And you share this news with your friend, because it's not only will help you with cooking, it's also will help you with cleaning. For me, after making the dough just now, I really need to wash, but I just let Thermomix do it itself, because it can detect if it's dirty or not as well. So I do have customers said that it's an investment. Well, think about, it's not just money, but it's also investment for your good health. And it's really worth it to invest on something like that, because it's for your family. It's not just for your wife as a gift, but it's actually she is cooking for you, and it's the best present ever you can get for your family, for your loved one. Okay, so if you know that who else need the Thermomix, so the chef need the Thermomix, a busy professional, again we are mentioning again, and people with health conscious, invite them for to have a test of a Thermomix. If you're a user yourself, you are the existing user yourself, and you know that it helps you, so you should share this experience or this good news for them. It will help you. Okay, it's also who else need the Thermomix? Cooking enthusiastic. So I met this girl in YouTube. She was showing me she's showing how to make bread, and she's using Thermomix all the time. And I said, but she's your chef. Well, how come you have a Thermomix? And she said, well, it helps me with my cooking show. Why not? Look, she's a chef, and she have a Thermomix. Okay, so share with your friend that can cook, family with children, elderly couple, people with diet restriction or diet requirement. Share it with them, okay? So sharing is caring, sharing is free, and you never know, this little sharing that you have is actually helping a lot of people, okay? So share and share and share, and when you purchase your Thermomix, bring them home and then share it. Bring your friends, have a look at what you have, to show off a bit. Look, I have a Thermomix, and you host them. So don't forget to host your gift, because it is important to, to share, as I mentioned, and at the same time, we will reward you with your host gift. If you can see, every period we have a host gift. That this time, when you purchase a Thermomix, we have a host gift of this little mini server, okay? So we have a big server, okay? This one for your rice, and this one for your dishes, right? So you get 2 of these, right? When you host, why not? Right, and these are all imported from Australia. You can't buy it in Thermomix Malaysia. Okay, so grab it, share is really, 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 really important. So now, what do you say? Do you want to have a Thermomix now? Yes, I would like to have a Thermomix. So grab yourself a Thermomix 6988, 2 years warranty. You get the 2 of these as a host gift. You get a basic cookbook. And if you pay online, you get a bag, which is very, very useful when you travel or when you balik kampung, or even when you want to go to neighbor's house. You can protect your Thermomix by having that. Okay, and if you just go for another option, which is the credit card or debit card option, you will, when you pay full amount, you will get a cookbook, which is so important to get a cookbook, because if you don't want to have a cookie dough, you don't want to use your cookie dough, you can always refer to the cookbook, because some of the recipe in cookbooks is not in the cookie dough. So therefore, grab yourself a cookbook as well. Okay, right now, go home and let your advisor know what you need today. And because whatever we're sharing here, we're cooking in front of you, which is actually, we're care for you. At the same time, we're telling you the good news. Now, don't wait no more. Turn your passion into good food, as you can see. Okay, if you don't want, if you would like to become an advisor, let us know as well. When you become an advisor, you can be like us, cooking in front of you, sharing more, and at the same time, you get some reward by sharing Thermomix. When you sell a Thermomix, you get some reward. So join our new advisor program, which is very, very attractive. You can get your free Thermomix. If you don't want to buy, you want to have your challenge yourself to get the Thermomix, join as an advisor, let us know. Okay, and don't forget to share, and I hope to see you again with your Thermomix next week. Right, so it's the last 2 days. Grab the opportunity. Option 3 is going to change. And also, Eunice, do you have anything to say? Or Cheryl, do you want to showcase your food?
Okay.
Cheryl's dessert.
Last touch.
Oh, wow, wow. Wow, that's amazing. Oh.
This is easy that you can whip up for your friends whenever you have friends or family dinner, or you want to have some yummy dessert. You can make it at the comfort of your own home at 9 ringgit per day. So yes, get yours today. So I pass back the time to Rosaline.
I think Eunice finishing her ice cream, so she don't have time to.
No, I worry it'll melt. So
Oh wow!
That's from the thermal server.
yes, that's right.
Oh wow, it keeps so long. 1 hour.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. Don't finish because I'm coming over.
So perhaps you can add some Oreo biscuits from.
That's
a little bit.
wow. That's very, very, very healthy. So you can do this at your house and you don't have to worry about preservative, coloring.
Exactly. There's no coloring, right? There's no flavorings. It's all natural, just from fruits. Yeah, it's no anti-freezing agents, which is, yeah, it's really healthy ice cream. So you can just, if you know, like what I mentioned earlier, if you are serving small, younger kids, let's just use frozen fruits will do.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna my bread. So I got my bread here. Okay, let's see.
So yeah, don't miss out the thermal server promotion. It's really amazing. You're not only getting 1, but 2. So yeah.
Yeah. So the bread that I made earlier. Oh, you're so happy looking at your ice cream.
Yeah, I want to take picture first so I can share with other friends later.
We will share the recipe with all of you. I would like to show you the bread that I'm making. Everyone here, you can make this easily. 10 minutes, this is done. And the fish, of course, the catch of the day. My kitchen is still clean. I don't have to have oil everywhere, and it smells so good. Okay, don't say that there's no smell. There's plenty of smell going on here. So get your Thermomix today. And I want to look at Cheryl's outcome. I saw it halfway through. It's beautiful. We'd like to thank all of you for coming in and spend your
joining. Thanks for joining.
We like to end this with a happy food that we just made. I'm going to see Cheryl. One, maybe we have to highlight her. Can we do?
Hold on. Let me do. Remove us.
So it's really happy to become an advisor as well, that we all can get, wow, we all can get together and cooking food, showing on what Thermomix can do. And join us as an advisor. Good community here. Right, thank you so much, everyone. And we hope you have a good weekend. Don't forget to contact your advisor that invited you. If you want to have more people coming next time, please invite more friends and family. Share the good news, of course. And it will be the last, tomorrow is the last day of the payment plan 3. Grab it because you will, so that you will not regret it. And also the best good news is we're gonna have the Thermomix Black coming back. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, and thank you so much, Eunice. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Thanks, Rosalind. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, everyone else.
Thanks.
All
right. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Cheryl, Rosalind, don't leave first. We take a group picture.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining. See you next week. Bye. Thank you. Thanks, Soki. Thank you, Atika. Thanks, Jeanette.
Thank you.
Rosaline, Lola, Christine. Thank you
so much, everyone.
Thank you for taking your time off. Enjoy. See you next week.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lola.
Thanks, Lola. Thank you. Wait, let's take a group photo.
Like this.
Hold on. My ice cream is melting.
I think
I'm having flu. Actually, I cannot.
Taking picture you, is it?
Yeah. I'll take. Hold on, yeah.
You should do like this. Hey, I'm also here. Are you not very balanced?
Banana chocolate ice cream. Well,
picture us.
Make the flatbread and the stir fry fish. And Cheryl made us beautiful rice with nangka. So
be very nice because I like nangka. Cheryl can share recipe. I want to make also. Oh, but can you pass me the ice cream, please? Would be nice.
It's really nice if you add a little cocoa powder. So it's like fast chocolate ice cream.
Okay. I have frozen banana because when you say you frozen banana, right? My household is not a big fan of banana, so we always frozen and make ice cream.
Exactly. I mean, that's the way, making kids to eat fruits, right?
My kids don't like fruits, especially they hate it. So Thermomix have been helping a lot, like the kids don't like veggie. I can blend anything and make a sauce, bubur or whatever. They won't know.
I have no idea why my boy eat broccoli. I mean, he loves broccoli so much. He can even tell if I cook through the comic,
I-
the other way.
Hi, Razul. We
Hey,
just
Cheryl and Eunice, you're eating until so yummy. Please send some over.
Is that Janet lah? Hi.
Yeah.
Come.
First time I see cooking fish, I want to try to cook fish. I've never tried cooking fish before.
it's so easy, no?
Yeah, but it looks so amazing, so easy.
Yeah, so easy. Just I thought will be a bit like scared lah, like scared hanchu, right? No.
Mm.
I'm eating my bread now. I tried the sliced fish, but I managed to get a big one like that. And I do the same, it works, but I put 7 minutes only. So this one also 7 minutes. Ngam one.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone out already. Oh no, we have someone just joined in. So this is Razuin, you just come in.
Oops, we are already eating our.
Yeah, this is a real cooking Thermomix. That's why we start eating. So Razun, you tengok ni bread tadi 10 minit saja buat. And then I managed to make.
I didn't stop recording. Hold on, I stopped now.
Oh yeah, you better